Yo, okay. All right. What up? It's your boy T Dub with Blades in the Sports. Guys, listen, we are here live. All right, so you know what I do, guys. Take a little break from work, walk out to the car. You know what we're going to do? We're going to talk boxing. All right, so I did a video yesterday, guys, about Klitschko picking Anthony Joshua to win. And I got a comment on that video. It should be still there. The guy asked about why the fight has to be in the USA or why can't it be in the UK for the fans. He earned it. So, I say, instead of me just keep replying back and forth on this email, how about when I get a second from work, I do a video. Now, guys, this is not scripted. It is not wrote down. So I'm going to give it to you live, raw, and uncut. All right, so the UK or USA. Guys, while I make my walk, you go ahead and let me know below. Do you believe it should be in the UK? Do you believe it should be in the USA? And let's get into it. The guy said, why shouldn't this be in the UK? I think it's a guy. Could be a girl. Why shouldn't this fight be in the UK? For the fans, he earned it. How come Deontay Wilder didn't get the title that Anthony Joshua got? So I told the dude, I said, hey, the title that Anthony Joshua got actually came from a guy called Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury did not lose those belts inside the ring. He went through some things to where he had to give the belts up or taken away from him, and the belts got dispersed to some paper champions. One of them was Charles Demigod Morton, who we paid, I hear, pretty handsomely to come over to the UK to fight for Charles' belt, and he beat Charles Morton. The fight with Klitschko versus Anthony Joshua is one they decided to make for a title fight as well, and of course the Parker fight. Kind of laid out there pretty easy, fast as possible. Same way I told you guys right here. Then the person asked, why shouldn't it be in the UK? Well, you know what? Here's the thing. If they admit that Anthony Joshua is an A-side, the A-side is, somewhat I look at like Floyd Mayweather in so many ways. You got the money, right? If you can pay what you say Charles Morton a huge amount of money to come over here to defend his belt in the UK, from USA to the UK, then you would think for a guy like Deontay Wilder, who is missing that prestige belt, the one that you want, that WBC belt, you would pay this guy a handsome amount to come over and fight in UK, right? At least that's what you would think. But no, they offered Deontay Wilder $12.5 million flat. No more, maybe less, to fight in the UK. All right? Anthony Joshua says, if I was him, I would reach out with both hands, and grab it like the stars. So, Deontay Wilder countered with, listen, we believe this is a $100 million fight. You laughed at it being a $100 million fight. And not only did you laugh at it, you said if we give you $50 million up front, you would take it in 24 hours. Well, guys, listen, he's an A-side, right? The A-side asked for something, you try to give it to him, right? The A-side asked for $50 million. The B-side came up with $50 million. But here's the reason why I believe, if this for the $50 million, why it makes better sense to be in the USA. Now, if they fight in the USA, no, it's not going to sell 90,000 tickets for 90,000 fans to see it inside. But it's damn sure going to make a lot more money on that gate. It's damn sure going to make a lot more money on the concession stands. It's damn sure going to be marketed very well and very heavily, because the US side, the B side, is very invested. When you give somebody $50 million up front, that is a sunk cost. All right, guys? What that means is that's a cost that if you don't make your money back, that cost is gone. That is done. If it sells no tickets, that $50 million, you have to pay AJ up front. And that's what makes him the A-side. Because you're giving him something that no heavyweight ever got before in history. $50 million up front. Now, back to why it should be in the UK. You know what? Listen, if they don't want to take the $50 million up front, then the only thing they should do is offer Deontay Wilder camp a respectable number or percentage to make it worthwhile to come over to defend his belt in the UK. Now, that should just make common sense, guys. Listen, it's just like if another company is trying to recruit you, you know, to come over and do work, you're going to say, hey, you got to pay me very well and respectfully for me to come over there and do work with you. Just like with Deontay Wilder offered him $50 million to come over to the USA, where they're going to market the shit out of this fight, so it can not only make him $50 million, but I believe Anthony Joshua is going to have a chance to make a lot of back end millions once the fight is over with and done. But if they don't want to do that, and I'm just saying this, guys, and it just could be me, I believe the fight generates more money in the US, hands down, period. It generates more money in the US. That's why a lot of fighters from all over the world, Triple G, or even domestic, Floyd Mayweather, a lot of fighters, Eric Lenny Lara. Remember, Lara came over here to the States so he can live out his dream and make his money. All right? It just, you know, no matter what they say about the sport generates a lot of money over here. But if you don't care about the money, and I heard Anthony Joshua say he would take less than $50 million. I don't know. I'm not sure how many millions less, but he said he would take less to get the fight in the UK. All right, if you want the fight in the UK, I'm not going to 100% knock it. The only thing, if I was Deontay Wilder better be banking on a knockout. He better be banking on a knockout, because if it goes to this decision, Wilder lost. I don't care if you thought he won all 12 rounds in a row, even knocked Joshua down 2 times. If it goes to a decision, Wilder cannot win. But listen, all right, Joshua is the A side to you guys. A lot of people, he's the A side, right? I think even Wilder may have said at one point that he was the A side. Could be wrong. But it has to be something respectable. Then how about a 55-45 split percentage? Down to pretty much Joshua get 55, Wilder get 45. I think that's pretty respectable. Now, you can tweak that. You can tweak that percentage a little bit. Maybe tweak it, you know, up to maybe 5% either way, give or take. But I think that's pretty respectable. Guys, let me just check the comment section. There is, I don't give out any kind of, Mike Biggs, boxing, what's going on, my dude? Yeah, man, just saw you in Fanaz chat. Let's see what we got going on. He says, Fanaz say USA. AJ Jones says USA more fair. Plus USA put money up. You got it. Wilder shouldn't have to take less because Joshua wants to. Hey, that's a good point right there, man. That's a definite damn good point right there. Listen, just honestly, fighting in the USA does a lot more for Joshua as well, because one is going to generate more money. 2 is going to open up a whole new, you know, country to get closer to Joshua. And remember, guys, just because the fight is being taken place in the USA, it doesn't mean that Wilder's going to win automatically. It doesn't mean Josh's going to win automatically. But it's a fight. Listen, it's a fight. If you say you're going to go out there, remember, both guys are promising knockouts. Both guys are promising knockouts. Joshua said, listen, I'm going to go in there and just basically disrespect Wilder, everything outside of talking about his mama. And that may even come out itself. He's going to pressure Wilder, throw a lot of combination while Wilder trying to pick shots and try to get him out there early. I tell you one thing, though. Listen, you already know who I'm predicting, guys. And listen, I tell people, I don't knock anyone that picks Anthony Joshua. I don't. He's a good fighter. He got good striking, good power. He does got good combinations. He will go to the body. He has a really good uppercut. He got some nice shots. I am not knocking that. Now, if you put Wilder and Joshua side by side and see who has the better technique overall, probably Joshua. But who has the better movement? Who has the faster hands? Who has the better power? Who is just more athletically guilty? Not guilty, gifted? That's Deontay Wilder. And And if Joshua does what he say his plan and just come forward and try to throw those punches, I am telling you right now, early on round one, maybe within the first minute and a half, Joshua going to meet one of them motherfucking rights like a head-on collision. He's going to be caught like a deer in the headlights. He's going to be at a deer in the middle of a road. He's going to look up, see nothing but headlights. And by the time I get close enough, it's going to be a closed fist rock socking the shit out of him until he looking up and they telling him, it's okay. It's okay. And he got smelling salt. Checking his eyes. All right, guys. So let me get to it. But remember, guys, while I just switch back and forth, if they want it in the UK, I think it just has to be a fair offer, man. It has to be a fair offer. If you don't want to fight over here in the United States. Now, and here's another thing to me, guys, that sounds very dumb. Sounds very stupid. Anthony Joshua said many times that basically he wants to get in the promoting business. He's a businessman, right? He's smart. He's calculative, right? So if you're a businessman, the number one thing about a businessman is making money, generating money. That bottom line, that net income, those are the things you really worry about. Everything you do is to make your business better, make your business make more money. And the simple fact is that you're saying that you want to fight simply in the UK, be given to the fans, and you would take millions less to do it. That doesn't make business sense. But similar to that Arby's commercial, we don't make sense. We make sandwiches. It doesn't make sense. You know, to me, it sounds like, and I could be wrong, but it sounds like AJ wants to fight in the UK, not just to give it to the UK fans, but in case it goes to a decision. Listen, he knows that Parker fight, that judges was off, and the judges and the ref was off. He know that. But just in case, guys, just in case Wilder can't land that right and get him out of there, just in case it goes 12 rounds, he knows he won. He said the judging in the USA and the refs in the USA is shady and all kind of jokes and magical pills and, you know, lucky charms and shit happening that don't supposed to happen. But the simple fact is we seen at least in 2 or 3 fights, just of Anthony Joshua is now counting other fighters where the UK judging and the refs been a little bit off. But another thing, man, I don't believe this is going to go 12 rounds. I don't believe it. They hit too hard. All right, let me switch back over. I'm using this app, man, and it sucks ass. It sucks. It sucks straight ass. All right, so what we got in the chat? Mike Biggs, yeah, man. Hey, thanks for coming. Really appreciate it, man. I know I done seen you in another chat room, but thanks for coming over, man. Hope you stick around. Got to check you out as well. AJ Jones reversed the offer if he wants in the UK. Listen, we know for a fact, AJ, that he is not going to reverse that offer because they don't want to pay Wilder that. Listen, he's trying to take less money, and he's one of those people, if I take less money, then you guys take less money. Listen, like I said, if you're the A-side and you want it over in your country, you got to pay this man. You paid Charles Demigod Martin to defend his title in your backyard. He came and defended. Remember, you paid him well to defend his title in your backyard. Then you know you got to pay Deontay Wilder well to defend his title in your backyard, and it's the biggest fight of your career. All right, let's see. Offer more money to Wilder for the UK, right? Lakeisha says, it makes cheating sense. Hey, hey, that's kind of what I was saying about. I think you're talking about having a fight in the UK. It makes cheating sense. Listen, man, we saw that Joseph Parker. We saw what happened. We was there. At least we was in front of our television. We saw it. Parker put up a much better fight than the judges had it scored. Every time the shorter arm, shorter man fighter got inside, the referee would break it up. And they got audio. The referee was saying, none of that inside shit here. None of that inside work here. We ain't gonna do no inside jobs here. No. Parker, you get back out there on the end of his punches. The only way you get inside is you got to eat a lot of good shots, and you better be falling before I let you in on AJ. AJ, are you okay, AJ? He didn't hurt you, did he, AJ? I saw him throwing them wild ass hooks, AJ, and I was praying to God one of them didn't land on you, AJ. You okay? You okay, AJ? Okay. Box. All right, so what we got? AJ Jones exactly decision automatically to Joshua in the UK. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. If it goes, and here's the thing about it, if they fight in the States, I believe it's going to be more fair with the judging. It's going to be more fair with the refs. It's going to be promoted heavily. They both are going to win. Anthony Joshua at the very, listen, man, this is what's stupid. Anthony Joshua at the bare minimum. Let me see what time it is, guys. All right, I'm gonna make this walk and do this talk with you guys. Remember, I got a snitch I work with, man. All she does, it makes me think they pay her $50,000 to $60,000 just to watch and count people who's coming in and back. Hey, boss, T-Dell was taking the pitch for 2.3 minutes. I think we better go check and make sure he, whatever. She just clocking me, guys. So let me walk back and do this talking real quick. So, man, thinking about that honky hippo, that Subway eating with fries, whatever. Big draws, thinking about her just threw my whole game off, man. Threw my whole game off. All right, so let me just get into it. Let me jump into it, guys. Wrap it up. It makes more money sense to have the fight in the USA. All right. If you want to sacrifice the money and you just want to have the fight in UK, you got to pay, like AJ said, like Wilder wants to pay you. No, you're not going to pay him like that. But the simple fact is, by fighting in the USA, and if you say you're going to knock him out anyway, you shouldn't be worried about the judges. You shouldn't be worried about the referee, because you said you're going to knock him out. And if you knock him out, I guarantee you, your stardom would be huge. It'd be way bigger than what it is now, because your fan base in the USA will grow like crazy. Your fan base in the UK will grow and still support you like crazy. And you will be on top of the world. You will literally be on top of the world. Because you didn't think about how good. Hey, I hope AJ heard this. Somebody forward this to AJ. Somebody forward this to AJ. AJ, if you come over here, you know how big this shit'll be, man? By you never fighting outside of UK, you know how big they can sell that? You know they can say that this is first time outside of UK, the 3 division, not 3 division, but what is it? The 3, can't think of the right word, 3 titles champion, got all of them except for the WBC, and he traveled across the pond to face the hard-hitting Deontay Wilder. This is going to be huge. Man, you may walk away with $100 million. And if you get the win, and I doubt it, but if you get the win, look how big it is. You control everything. There's no rematch clause. If you want to do it again, you can do it again. If you want to fight Tyson Fury, you can fight Tyson Fury. You want to fight Big Baby Miller? Now here, guys, here's for some of you guys out there that do support AJ and having a fight in UK. Why do you support making Wilder come to the UK to fight for the WBC belt, but Anthony Joshua is willing to go to the USA and fight in Brooklyn, exactly what Big Baby Miller is for, to defend his titles? Make that make sense. Oh, I got it. You don't make sense. You make sandwiches. I get it now. All right, guys, let me do one little quick check before I sprint up these 6 flights of stairs real quick. Real Magic Man, what's happening, my dude? Salute, what's blazing in sports? At Mike, what's happening? Let's see. They bought that belt. Yeah, they probably bought that Charles Martin belt. All right, guys, man, I'm in the light, and this text on this app is like, literally, it's crazy. White background with white text. I don't know who made this app, but somebody should have been fired and somebody should redo it. Or I should find a better app. But either way, this T-Dub, what's blazing the sports, you already know, making it do what it do better yet. Ooh, what it does.